What up? It's your boy T-Brown the Reaction. Today is Films Friday. Now time for the main course, the meat and potato of Films Friday, which is the dead meat kill count. So, before I get started, yes, I fortunately found out that the dead meat kill count for Train to Busan was taken down by copyright strike. That's very unfortunate to hear that, and that sucks too. That even guys like even James H needs to get hit with copyright strike for stuff that I thought he would have control of it, since that's his thing. But YouTube is picky. It was YouTube or people who are behind it are really picky and choosy and shady, in my opinion. So yeah, I know somebody re-uploaded on their channel, but out of respect of dead meat and chances of getting myself a copyright strike or anything, I will not react to that. So as for the poll, if Train right now 12-hour shift is in the lead, but if Train to Busan do get the lead by that Friday, I will do a second poll. That Friday morning, I will make a poll with some alternatives to replace that. One of them being alive, and anything that's Asian related as well too. Either alive or what's the other one? The one with what's the one with Stephen Yang? Is there that one or a few others? Stephen Yang, wrong person. Stephen Yang had a movie, and I can't think of the name right now. Mayhem did them two, as well as a couple other ones that have not put in the poll at all, that I will put as a replacement. But other than that, we're going to continue on with the Wrong Turn. This is Wrong Turn 5. Now, even though possibly the storylines and the acting gonna be probably shit, it still won't be blind. I guess I'm trying to find the word. Won't be protected. Can't find the right word to say. Fuck it. Let me stop trying to say smart words. Regardless of the shitty acting and all of that, we still have some good kill counts that's gonna be enjoyable. So, I hate when I can't figure out the word I want to say, the terminology of word I want to say. But sometimes it sucks not having a super intelligence. Anyway, without further ado, let's check out Wrong Turn's Bloodline. Let's get it.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies and the Wrong Turn series. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Wrong Turn 5 Bloodlines, released direct-to-video in 2012. Bloodlines was written and directed by Declan O'Brien, the man who gave us Wrong Turns 3 and 4. Just like those sequels, this fifth installment features crappy characters and a nothing plot that are little more than a gore delivery system. Shouldn't be surprising, given O'Brien's filmmaking priorities.
A large part of my time is pacing up and down my office and thinking ways to kill people.
Yeah, dude, but you also gotta, never mind. The only notable thing about Wrong Turn 5 is that it stars Doug Bradley, the English actor who played Pinhead in the first 8 Hellraiser movies. He did not play the lead Cenobite in Hellraisers 9 or 10, and yes, the fact that there are 10 Hellraisers is a big reason I haven't tackled that series yet.
I was just going to say something about that, but he said it right there.
Think about how sick you probably are of Wrong Turn already, and that's only 6 movies right now. With Declan O'Brien at the helm.
Well, then at least do the one with Declan O'Brien, the main guy. Do them at least though, because I did want to do a kill count reaction to what was it 4, but Carter's count went down.
You know we can expect a lot of gore, so let's keep the sponsor train rolling so I can include all of it in this kill count. You already know that
even though it's not, it doesn't help now because fortunately he's forced to do the explicit versions now.
Manscaped can help you keep everything nice and tidy below the belt. But were you also aware that they offer products to help you keep your 3-finger and toenails properly trimmed? With the Shears 2.0 kit, you'll have everything you need to tweeze, clip, and file your nails so your hands and feet don't look like a mutant cannibals. You can get 20% off the Shears 2.0 kit and free shipping with the code KILLCOUNT at manscaped.com. Don't forget, the Perfect Package 3.0 is now available in the US as well as Australia, Canada, and the UK. Get 20% off and free shipping with promo code KILLCOUNT. Since gory deaths are the only thing this writer-director cares about, let's see how many there are and get to the kills. The movie begins, wow, would you look at that, in West Virginia. Oh, and we're at a camping site again? You know what that means in this series? An uncomfortably graphic sex scene.
Of course.
What is it about these movies that makes their sex scenes feel so Pornhub? These intense fuckers Billy and Cruz and their blue ball and friends are here for the fictional Mountain Man Festival, which is taking place just outside this very obvious studio backlot looking set. Holy shit, I hate how fucking fake this place
is. This is like Sesame Street.
Show town is Fair Lake, West Virginia, and it sounds like they get a healthy business boom every year thanks to Mountain Man Fest.
The festival has grown over the years.
Wow, Mountain Man face.
Coachella and Lollapalooza.
Gotcha. No.
Unpleasant reporter Kayleen Weber finishes her broadcast and goes for a Kill Bill run in the woods where she encounters what she assumes to be costumed festival goers. But of course, these are the Hilliker brothers, here to teach Kayleen how to giggle properly. Three Finger cuts off Kayleen's finger and she runs away looking for help. She's found by a guy named Maynard Odetz, played by Doug Bradley. But he's not here to be a savior, because right after the cannibals pass by, he takes out an axe and hacks Kayleen in the stomach with it. As she falls to the ground dying, he cuts off her hand as well, giving us what's probably this movie's best moment, a very bloody title card.
Wow.
The title card gag is silly in a way that I like, but I do find the follow-up joke a bit too obvious.
Hey, give me a hand, will you?
Oh, what? You mean like this one?
No, you fucking idiot.
You knew you were setting up that
So Hellraiser is still a killer.
Hey, man. The group of campers eat breakfast as Billy Boy gives a presentation on the psychoactives he's brought along for the festival.
Some X for when we go trick-or-treating, and some shrooms for when the bands start playing.
They all listen closely as this Julian guy gives the history of that fake town Fair Lake. It was the site of a massacre in 1817 when a bunch of mountain men came down and ate up all the town's residents. Nom nom nom. That kind of cannibalism has been continued by the Hillikers, aided and abetted by Maynard Odetz. And I know that according to some places on the internet, Maynard is supposed to be the old-timer from Wrong Turns 1 and 2, who was also the father of the original 3 mountain cannibals, as well as the other cannibals in part 2, who are never mentioned again outside that movie. But Maynard here is very obviously fucking British.
You don't live in some goddamn hospital in the middle of nowhere anymore.
And does the old-timer from those first 2 films sound even the slightest bit British to you?
That ain't go around the pavement.
Hell no.
I know that Maynard refers to the cannibals as his boys, but maybe it's not literal and he's not actually their father? I don't know. I just don't buy that this scary mofo is the same dude who blew up after Henry Rollins stuck some dynamite up his butt. The kids take their car and head towards the festival, which features bands that were probably named using some online quiz.
Oh, the Cheetah Horse.
That
The
or Raven
Cheetah
Simone
Horse.
is doing one extremely edgy reunion tour. Thanks to distracted driving, Billy nearly runs over Maynard, and when he swerves to avoid him, he ends up hitting a tree. Pretty fucking hard. Not sure why Billy's sticking his head out the window like that, but looks like everyone's mostly okay after the crash, except for that old dude lying in the road. The guys go over to check on Maynard, only for him to slash Billy with a knife. That causes them to kick the ever-loving shit out of him. And before the nearby cannibal brothers can get involved, the county police roll up and stop what looks, by all appearances, to be a 3-on-1 old man beatdown. Maynard and the kids are arrested and thrown in the paddy wagon under the direction of Sheriff Angela Carter. Her deputy, Kevin Biggs, finds Billy's big ol' stash of drugs in the car, and Sheriff Carter asks him to stay at the accident site as she takes everyone to the station. That means this poor bastard is by himself when the Hilliker boys come gallivanting out the forest to kill him. Three Finger shoots him with a couple of arrows, and then the brothers get all up in his face as they begin to dismember him.
His ears!
On that ear like it's a little tipsy rodent. They kill Deputy Biggs with a knife to the top of the head and an Action Essentials blood spray, then leave his body on the ground with an adventure-ending arrow in the knee. The kids are taken to the fake-ass police station in the middle of Beauville, USA, where they're put in jail cells that are perfectly proportioned for pacing. With everyone worried about their academic futures, Billy decides to fall on the sword for his friends.
The drugs are mine. My friends had nothing to do with it.
Sheriff Carter agrees to let the rest of them go, so they thank Billy for his sacrifice and leave for another one of this movie's crappy locations, a local motel. Maynard tries to talk his way out of jail too, not happy to be sharing a cell with a local drunk guy named Mose. But Carter looks him up and sees that he's been wanted for 30 years for murder.
You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into.
Oh shit.
A lot of paperwork, I suspect.
I like these little interactions between actors Doug Bradley and Kamala Arfwedson. They're at least putting forth some effort, which is nice.
Marshals will be here to pick you up in the morning.
You won't live that long.
Using their tow truck, the Hilliker boys tear down a phone pole that renders all cell phones in the area useless, and gives more weight to Maynard's ominous threats. At the motel, Julian tells Cruz not to worry about her boyfriend Billy, since he'll get help from his family's lawyer. So the rest of them might as well go check out Mountain Man Fest. But if you think this movie has the budget to depict a music festival, you must be watching a different movie. That thing's got Fireworks Factory written all over it. The next stop on the cannibals' tour of destruction is the world's most poorly guarded power station. They walk right in, hack into the power boxes they find, then accost the place's only guard. They kill the poor guy by stringing him up into some power lines, electrocute him until his skin is red and black and the power goes out everywhere. Since Odette's continues to be one creepy motherfucker,
It started. They're coming for me. You're dead.
Carter agrees to let the drunk local Mose go home. He opts to stick around instead, since her deputies are patrolling that festival this movie can't afford to show. Best they can do is show us outside the festival, because all that costs is 2 trucks and some extras, one of whom is here to get naked and say this movie's title.
I think I took a wrong turn.
And she's already said this movie's title. And so this schlubby deputy is too busy testing his police car's suspension when Sheriff Carter tries to get a hold of him. Cruz heads towards the police station to take some dinner to Billy, but while walking through the back lot, she runs into Three Finger wearing a stupid mask. I guess it goes good with his giggling. He chases her until he catches her rounding a corner and sticks a knife in her belly. As an electric guitar arrangement of Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata plays, Three Finger feeds Cruz her own intestines. And with this, I'd say we've officially moved from fun graphic gore to mean graphic gore. She fills her belly up with her belly.
You know what I say? That is fucked up. That's fucked up. That is fucked up.
And Cruz falls to the street dead.
That is fucked up.
After Amy
I had to say
Levin wore a belly pouch full of fake blood for this kill. And unlike some of the other gore in this movie, the
that is
intestines
nasty.
fed to her were thankfully not from real animals.
Taste of strawberries.
Julian's the next one to leave the motel, so horny couple Gus and Lita can get a little more privacy. They have some surprisingly PG-13 sex, and then talk about cliche teenager problems, like how they're about to be going to different schools. It's an attempt at some characterization, just not, you know, a good one.
You're proposing to me in some flea bag motel in the middle of West Virginia? Gus, come on.
And with the single unbroken long take, it feels more like an acting exercise than anything else. Lita leaves to take a shower, but very pointedly does not get naked. Good for actor Roxanne McKee, who must have filmed this movie in between the seasons of Game of Thrones she was in as Doria, Dany's handmaiden, who betrayed her to Zaro Zaro duck sauce and Karth. God, I miss that show's good seasons. Gus answers a knocking at the door to find Sawtooth staring him down, then tying him down, because they kidnapping him. Don't make a fuss now, Gus. Or
come here!
Do, so Lita will know something's wrong. She gets dressed, arms herself, and hides when One Eye comes in to freshen himself up. After getting a mere jump scare on the cannibal, she's able to get away. Julian gets to the police station, but with Cruz nowhere in sight, he and Billy get worried about what might have happened to her. Maynard says his boys probably killed her, and although another knock at the door gets Billy hopeful to see her safe and sound, this visitor turns out to be Sheriff Carter's husband, Jason. He was shown in one earlier scene, but I didn't bother including it because it was as pointless as the one with that deputy and the festival chick who inexplicably wanted to bang him. The cannibals take Gus and arrange a complicated murder for him. I guess that's what it takes to get Three Finger giggling these days.
Oh no!
They hobble his ankles with sledgehammers in a torture scene scored by a movie trailer version of I've Been Working on the Railroad.
Oh, that's just fucked up. Oh shit.
Classy. The cannibals take their yellow tow truck onto the lot and dump the still living Gus in front of the police station. With his ankles broken, he's unable to move out of the way of the truck that runs him straight the hell over. That was one nasty hit and run. Love how the dummy they used just fell apart on impact. Having witnessed Gus's murder, Sheriff Carter lets Billy out of the jail cell and deputizes him, Julian, and Mose, giving them all shotguns and saying they need to hole up until the marshals arrive for Maynard in the morning. Knowing that the lot's appliance store set has a shortwave radio, Carter heads there and uses her skeleton key to get in. The only person who intercepts her signal is a stoner named Teddy Tabbitt in New Hampshire. And to be honest, this is another entirely pointless scene. Literally nothing comes from it, and I could have left it out of this kill count entirely. Except, I just had to point out that, one, I'm legit impressed by this apartment's production design, since this is a prequel that takes place in 2003, and they did a good job making it look like 2003. And two, Teddy is played by Finn friggin' Jones, another Game of Thrones actor who was playing the Knight of Flowers Sir Loras Tyrell at the same time he was making this movie.
Wow.
And he's also
Iron Fist.
But again,
I thought you were familiar.
Useless scene. So moving on, Lita gets to the police station and is nearly killed by the drunk Mose blindly shooting off his gun. She's understandably shaken from both that near-death experience and finding out about Gus's actual death experience. And while she recovers, Billy decides to go look for Cruz, just as soon as he's done listing his personal shortcomings.
All right, I may be a fuck-up. I'm irresponsible, I'm unreliable, and I'm definitely juvenile.
Oh, well in that case, take this gun. Julian goes with him, so it's back to the lot we go. Where they just used fucking production trucks to block off the ends of these fake-ass streets. Seriously, Declan, dude, I know you love your roaming long takes, but you just can't do it on a lot and make it look good. You're giving away the game here. Eventually, Billy finds Cruz's dead body. Her dead, blinking body. They start to disrupt the crime scene when they hear Three Finger giggling behind them, which leads to a little chase that ends with both of the boys being knocked the fuck out. Billy awakens buried up to his neck in a soccer field, with Julian next to him chained to the neck. Things are bad and about to get worse, since they see Three Finger across the field in some kind of riding lawnmower. Declan O'Brien says this sequence was inspired by Peter Jackson's Dead Alive, but personally, I was more reminded of Leprechaun 2 as the cannibal begins the very long drive towards his victims. Julian's unable to dig Billy out of the ground, leaving him crying like a baby as he awaits his fate. I'm not judging him for being scared. His wailing literally sounds like a baby.
Oh, God.
Billy gets killed by the lawnmower, running over his head, or at least running over the clearly fake head meant to be Billy's. Props to actor Simon Gimby for filming this scene. He was buried up to his neck for more than 5 hours. That had to suck. After Billy's killie, Julian's up next. Unable to escape his chain, he too is run over and completely eviscerated. They're just tossing body chunks at that actor's face. I do love the shot of his full body succumbing to the machine. Very messy stuff.
Fucked
Julian's
up.
death was accomplished using a hollowed out fake body with fake blood bags inside. But for this one, they did use real animal guts, namely cow and pig intestines. Actor Oliver Hoare took him like a champ.
What was it like having pig guts thrown at me? I think at one point I swallowed a bit of liver.
So they are British, okay? Because I about to say, they say half the guys from Game of Thrones like they gotta be British. And
that's cool.
Then you have
at this point, it's hard for me to decide
Hellraiser.
which of these awful movies is my least favorite, but I've got to say, the cast of this one seemed like a lovely bunch of Brits.
Yep.
Help me.
Yep.
The accent is kind of...
So they are Brits. So you're Brit, okay.
Joining them was stunt performer Borislav Bobby Aliyev as Three Finger, reprising the role after having played it in part 3. Pretty sure that's the only time an actor has played the same mutant twice in this series. Wait, but what's up with these shots of some lady cannibals on set? What the fuck? At the police station, Sheriff Carter sends Mose on a mission to go look for her deputies, giving him the keys to her cop car and some cover as he leaves. Maynard tries to win Lita over to his side, telling her to turn on the sheriff.
Take her weapon and force her to let me out. I can't. She's just a woman.
Really? That's the argument you're gonna go with in this conversation? He quickly switches to more effective rhetoric by telling Lita he'll let her live if she gets him out of his cell. After getting on the highway, Mose runs over some barbed wire, which gives us another solid car crash stunt. Kills and car crashes. They're the only things these movies are still good for. Mose is captured and taken to the Lot's hardware store set, where the cannibals make a little Mosey Stovesy. They put him in a big barrel and clamp it shut, then place the barrel over the pyre and light it on fire. His screams are heard by Sheriff Carter, who leaves the police station to go help him. But it's too late. Mose is burned to death inside this bronze bull barrel, suffering a horrible fate like that poor innocent wife in the awful fucking Saw 3D. His kill is capped off with an incineration. The explosion knocks back Sheriff Carter, leaving Lita alone with Maynard, who's still trying to persuade her over to his side.
Have some vision.
He finally gets her to take his offer.
If I let you out of here, you let me go free, right? You and your men, you don't come after me. That's the deal.
So she unlocks his cell and tells him to go on and get. Instead, he betrays her with a crappy line and a weird cut.
You know what I was saying about vision?
Ah, the eyes!
What the fuck was that, man? Lita stumbles out of the station, screaming for help, her eyes having been removed by Maynard with a letter opener. But Sheriff Carter shoots the scary guy down and resets everyone's positions. So great, back to square one, just when I thought the plot was progressing. Well, I guess Lita doesn't have any
that's fucked up.
That's kind of a fucked up progress. Carter steps outside and sees a car parked up the lot, with her husband Jason inside.
Oh,
she
shit.
doesn't see the contraption rigged up to him though, so it's a bit of a tragedy when she opens the door and kills him inadvertently by slicing open his extremely fake stomach. Yeah, just stick your hands all up in his bowel, Sheriff. That'll help. You're helping, for sure. Three Finger pulls up in his monster tow truck and kicks the sheriff's gun out of her hand. He fights her stunt double for a while. God, they didn't even try here, huh? Until he finally knocks her out. Maynard taunts the eyeless Lita, saying that he and his boys are going to rape her before they kill her, and sick of hearing all this heinous shit, she blindly stumbles out of the station. The cannibals arrive and help Maynard tie Sheriff Carter up in a cell. They douse the place in gasoline as Maynard tells Carter she has a choice: burn to death in a fire or use her feet to pull the trigger on a shotgun pointed at her chin.
Essentially, I am offering you a way out, Sheriff. If I were you, I would take it, because burning to death is one painful way to die.
Son of a bitch.
He tapes her up and lights the fire, then leaves as the police station goes up in flames. After a bit of burning and some screaming in pain, Sheriff Carter pulls down on the wire and blows her own head off with the shotgun. And Maynard's real proud of himself for that one. Cool, dude. He and the cannibals leave, and the movie ends in the most mean-spirited way imaginable, with the tow truck finding the eyeless Lita in the middle of the road. Three Finger puts her in the cab, and Maynard reveals who they are. Then they drive off with Lita screaming out the back window. That just fucking sucks. Of course, I shouldn't be surprised. This movie sucks in general. Let's get to the numbers. You know what I was saying about getting to the numbers? 10 people died in Wrong Turn 5, and with 7 male victims and only 3 female victims, there were more than twice as many guys killed than ladies. With a runtime of 91 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 9.1 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Julie. He got heavy sprays of blood, chunks of
that was
meat
on that supercut,
and a full body getting mulched to oblivion. What's not to love? Dull Machete for lamest kill will go to the electrical worker who got electrocuted to death, even though I do like it when people's occupations tie into their demise. And that's it. Wrong Turn 5 Bloodlines came out in 2012 and is possibly my least favorite of the franchise for many reasons, including how it ended for poor Lita.
Lita may be the blind protagonist of the next one.
Thankfully, Declan O'Brien wouldn't get to see that idea through because he's gone for part 6. Don't get too excited though, it still sucks. I'll show you that final, for now, Wrong Turn next week. But until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been The Kill Count. Thanks a lot for watching.
So we got one more. Well, actually, technically 2 more. We got this and then the reboot. But yeah, it was definitely focused more on the kills than the story plot, because the plot line sucked. But God, them kills was kind of fucked up. So anyway, other than that, regardless, though, you know the movie sucked. You got some good kills. So if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And again, as you see in the polls, 12-hour shift is leading to be the kill count I'll do next week. But like I said, if Train to Busan pulls out in the lead, I will have a second poll out to see which one will be the replacement out of anyone else, out of either Alive, Mayhem, or some other ones I might add on there for sure. So other than that, it's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.